So I see that we don't have a lot of time left. This has been a lot of information, and hopefully you've gained some new questions along the way or some new insights. Either way, now we're going to open up the floor a little bit and see if there are any questions in the chat, or if you want to speak out directly. I'm just going to ask Linda and see if you have any questions ready from the audience today.
Yes, we got one question regarding the being listed, and companies being listed are not eligible to apply. So this is really for the small ones who are below 49 employees. It's a formal criteria there. But adding to that, how far do you think the company should have come to be able to succeed, to win the competition? Do they have to have the product ready, or is an idea and a PowerPoint enough?
That's a very good question. I would say that an idea in a PowerPoint is not enough, probably, unless it's a really, really good idea. But looking back, historically, we've had winners that have been sort of just starting up, and we've had winners that have come further along, and they've had customers, they've been commercialized in a whole different way. And the beauty also of having 2 winners each year means that we can actually we can pick and choose. So we can have a winner that we really believe in, and they have a very strong sort of ambition, and they have a very strong business plan and very strong heart criteria, perhaps. And then they could be one of the winners, and we could combine that along with a winner that is a little bit further along, just to show how broad the sort of selection of innovation and entrepreneurship is at this point in time in Sweden. So I would say there is no sort of cut-off line. Just try and apply, and we'll see how it goes.
Great. I got a question. Companies that participated last year, can they join again? And what about the old winners?
Definitely, everyone is more than welcome to participate as many times as they want. There is no such thing as a cap. We usually have a few familiar faces, which we love, because it's also interesting to see, since we've heard from both NitroCapt and from Helios, that a lot of things can happen from one year to the next. So usually if there is a company that's applied before, the next year that they participate, it's basically a completely different company, and it's super exciting to see that journey as well. So, and also if you won last year, yes, you are allowed to participate. I don't know about your chances of winning again, but you're more than welcome to participate, of course.
Yeah, and I also want to add on that, just because I mean, being a startup or an innovator, I mean, it's a part of the journey is failing, or I would say maybe learning. That means that you maybe had an idea, 2 years ago or last year's, you realized that, you didn't mix the recipe correctly. You need to tweak it, or actually toss the whole concept and develop something new. So again, I mean, this is not a one shot. I mean, you always need to, have to take one foot in front of the other, and always, have a smile on your face and try to always advance.
We've got another one. How should the application be provided? Is it a free format, or is there an application form provided?
Yeah, it's an application form. It's a submission form that is available as of today on the website at startupforclimate.com. So if you just visit our website, you will see that there is an interactive PDF that you download, and then you fill it in, and then you send it to us. The instructions should be very clear in the submission form. If you have any questions, just contact us in the email that is stated. But it should be pretty straightforward.
And of course, one that is in the back of the mind of everyone: how can we use the prize money? Is there any limitations on how we can apply that in the company?
No, none whatsoever. And I think that's also what makes this competition slightly unique, is that we don't micromanage you. We don't demand those things from you. We want you to be able to succeed, and we want you to have an ambitious plan for how to use it. But we believe that you know best how to make use of the prize money, and of course with the help of the jury member that you choose if you win to have as your mentor, you will hopefully be able to see what will be the most the best way of putting the money to use.
And also can be a question from the jury that is actually included in the evaluation, because if you haven't thought through how you actually can scale your business, I think maybe the chance of really succeed is limited. So I think you always need to understand how you need to apply different funding or new funding or new additional resources. I think that is a key for a growth journey, I would say.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think that's, yes, we got a new one. Is the project impact supposed to be local, so in Sweden, or Europe, or global?
It doesn't matter.
It's a global problem.
It's a global issue, so we need global solutions. Yeah.
But from a Swedish AB, that's a limitation.
Yes, exactly.
And I think also from the previous years that you really try to follow up after half a year to see what difference did we make? How are you actually using the money? Did we make a good selection?
I would say so as well. I mean, this is the half-year mark, more or less. And now we're hearing from last year's winners, from Helios Innovations and from NitroCat. And it's a joy to be able to follow their journeys and to see how much they've been able to achieve in such a short period of time. So yeah, it just sort of strengthens our mission, and we keep following as well, of course, the alumni and the previous winners from previous years. And they're all doing really, really well for themselves. So I think that somehow our selection process and choosing who wins is being successful.
Yeah. Picking the right horses in this type of competition is not an easy one, but I'm kind of impressed about the jury decisions, how they have managed to really pick the winners. So yeah.
Brilliant. I don't see any more questions right now, so I think Anna and Christopher, you probably did a very clear presentation.
Very thorough. Everyone is very tired. Okay.
The solutions to reduce waste, is that something you look for, or does it have to be related to electricity?
Doesn't have to be electricity related. It has to be energy related in one way or another. And that's always a very interesting question. How far away from actual energy can it be? But basically, if you, in your pitch, if you have a focus on the climate and energy issues that we are facing, then you are welcome to participate, and you have a chance of getting on the shortlist and winning. So it's all about sort of the ambition of your company, but then of course the angle that you're taking to approach energy, which is such a broad area, is up to you.
And I think in general, when we look at as I'm part of looking at the whole group of applications, it's better to apply than not apply, because you really leave that open on purpose to make sure that we don't lock anyone out that has an amazing idea that wouldn't fit a certain, like we don't say only CO2, for instance. It's broader than that. Exactly. So do apply. And I think the application, like you mentioned as well, and it doesn't take too long to do. So it should be really simple and to the point.
Exactly. And hopefully you might even learn something about your own company or your future when you are faced with the questions in the submission form. But yeah, like I said, you can find it today on startupforclimate.com. So just enter in there.
Got a good summing it all up question. Will you send the PowerPoint or the recording to all participants, or will it be able to find it on the website? So I can also, for a part of that, the recording will be edited and we'll put on the Things YouTube channel, and then I'm sure that both Bodil and Olivia will link to that, and we can probably also put that link on the website, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
To access it from startupforclimate.com, so it should be easy to reach for everyone. And we'll also send it to everyone who has been registered. We'll send a link to the ones who have registered on the Confetti site. So you all get it. All right, I think that we rounded up at 12:57, and seems like everything's responded to.
Perfect.
Well,
Right.
thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bye and good luck.
Yeah, good luck and hope to see you later on this year.
For today. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.